the biggest family nightmare I ever experienced. 2 weeks ago, I gave birth to my daughter May, but the events of that day were some of the most terrifying and painful of my life. What should have been a moment of joy turned into a nightmare because of my mother-in-law, Rachel. To give some context, I'm married to Rick, and we've always tried to maintain a peaceful relationship with his family, despite Rachel's controlling tendencies. Rick has two younger sisters, Anna and Emma, who are kind and supportive. Anna, the middle sister, was getting married on the same day May was born. I had been a bridesmaid, but had stepped down as maid of honor 6 months before the wedding due to my pregnancy. While Anna was understanding and supportive, Rachel was clearly unhappy with the disruption to the wedding plans caused by my pregnancy. By the time Anna's wedding day arrived, I was extremely pregnant, exhausted, and in no condition to attend. However, Anna insisted I come, assuring me that my presence would mean a lot to her, and I didn't want to let her down. I knew whispers about me stealing the spotlight might circulate, but I ignored them, trusting Anna's word that she was happy to have me there. Rachel, however, had other ideas. She glared at me throughout the event, barely speaking to me, but I brushed it off, thinking she was just stressed. Then, just before the ceremony began, I started feeling unwell. I left to find some privacy, hoping to calm my nerves. But then, my water broke. My labor had started. Panicked, I called out for help, and Rachel appeared. I told her I needed to go to the hospital immediately, and begged her to call Rick. But instead of helping, she stared at me coldly, and said I wasn't going anywhere. Rachel accused me of trying to ruin Anna's wedding, and declared that she would only call Rick after the ceremony. Shocked and desperate, I argued with her, but she ignored me. Then, she took my phone, locked me in the bathroom, and left me there. I was in labor, alone, with no way to call for help. I screamed and pounded on the door, but no one heard me since the ceremony was starting. After what felt like hours of panic and pain, I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed, with Rick crying by my side. He explained that he had found me after searching frantically during the wedding. Someone had eventually noticed I was missing, and Rick discovered me locked in the bathroom, unconscious. Thankfully, May was born healthy, but the experience left me traumatized. When I told Rick what Rachel had done, he was furious. He immediately decided we needed to cut all ties with her, vowing to protect me and our daughter from her toxic behavior. Anna and Emma were horrified when they learned what had happened. Anna reassured me that May's birth was the highlight of her wedding day, and even came to the hospital in her wedding dress to meet her niece. She and Emma were both appalled by their mother's actions and expressed their full support for me and Rick. Rachel, on the other hand, showed no remorse. She later claimed she had acted to protect Anna's day, and said she felt replaced by May as the center of her children's attention. Her bizarre justification only confirmed that cutting her off was the right decision. Rachel's behavior escalated further after we brought May home. One night, she showed up at our house, banging on the door and screaming that we couldn't keep her away from her granddaughter. Rick threatened to call the police, and she eventually left, but the incident was terrifying. The next day, she sent us a series of erratic texts, alternating between blaming us for punishing her and accusing May of stealing her role in the family. Emma arranged for Rachel to be evaluated by a psychologist, but the results revealed no serious mental illness, just generalized anxiety and a need for control. This meant her behavior wasn't a result of a condition, it was just who she was. Emma and Anna both decided to cut ties with her as well. Rick and I have since filed for a restraining order to ensure our family's safety. We're focusing on raising May in a safe and loving environment, free from Rachel's toxic influence. Despite the trauma, this experience has brought me closer to Rick, and